Back to Marilyn Russell's Remarkable Women.
Welcome back to Remarkable Women, a lovely lady, Lizanne Pando. Lizanne, it is just great to connect with you again. How you doing?
Oh, I am thrilled to be talking to you, Marilyn. We are doing well at St. Hubert Catholic High School for Girls. All is just peachy.
You know, it's funny now that school's out for summer, I can't stop talking about schools. Lizanne, everybody, is indeed president of St. Hubert's Catholic High School for Girls. Both of my sisters went to St. Hubert's, Lizanne.
I know that, Marilyn. We got some good bandies there.
The Murphy girls, don't check their files. I don't want to know if they did anything wrong.
we don't tell.
So Liz,
all the secrets stay safe.
Everything has changed. And the last time I saw you, we were having a beautiful lunch at the Irish Business Chamber luncheon. And
right.
It was, you know, the world was a different place. And then, bam, we got hit with this pandemic and everybody had to rearrange everything. So we want to get from you how St. Hubert's had to sort of recreate the whole curriculum and have kids learning from home.
Well, it was crazy. So March 13th was Friday the 13th. I'll never forget it, right? And we had a big assembly that day. The faculty follies. Our faculty dresses up and does skits on the stage, and the girls just absolutely love it. But at the end of that, we had to announce that we thought we were leaving for 2 weeks. So the girls had to go to their lockers, get their items, and head home for 2 weeks of online learning. So Monday, the 16th, we took an all-day professional development day, worked with the teachers literally from home on how we would pivot to an online learning experience. We already had Google Classroom as our primary learning experience at the school, so it wasn't that big of a lift. We just turned the corner and put it into full effect. And by March 17th, Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, my lucky day, we were online 10 to 2, 8 classes a day, and we turned it around. The students did a remarkable job. The teachers did a remarkable job. We added prayer services 2-3 times a week. We added Quizzo on Wednesday night, some fun like connector games with the girls because everyone was home alone or, you know, with their families, that kind of thing. So I was absolutely just thrilled with my team and the faculty and the students' response and the family's response to what happened. And then it kept going, right? Then 2 weeks turned into 4 weeks, turned into now until the end of the school year. So we ran into a lot of, you know, disappointing times, especially for the class of 2020 who really wanted to do the senior celebrations. We had gotten a bunch in, but the end of the year is chock full. But we did our best. We did an online prom, which was a virtual prom, which was a lot of fun. And we did other programs where the girls could do art online and poetry and just all kinds of wonderful experiences. It wasn't exactly what we wanted, but honestly, they made a wonderful experience out of a difficult one. So we were very proud of them.
My guest is Lizanne Pando. She's president of St. Hubert's Catholic High School for Girls, alma mater for my two sisters. And we're talking about, you know, I talk to a lot of cyber schools, and of course they're used to living in this world, but you guys had to sort of reimagine and recreate events virtually. Lizanne, as you mentioned, it was really a tough go for the seniors. So what did St. Hubert's do to get the senior class through this whole mess?
So the seniors, they did a great job in their online learning, but they were disappointed at the events that they were missing. So we did some fun things. We did a Zoom prom, which was really great. There was a full slideshow of pictures, and there was specific songs they picked for the different teachers and administrators, and they did some Quizzo, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a wonderful event, and some of them wore their dresses. We dressed up their rooms, like you could mirror balls in their rooms and flashing lights behind them with Zoom, and the DJ was really clever, and he had done things like this before. So that was a lot of fun. We did the softball team did the video where they threw the ball and someone else would catch it. Same thing with the basketball team and the soccer team. Cheerleading, of course, national cheerleading champions at St. Hubert's all the time. So they did some incredible fun stunt pieces, and so I mean they really were clever. And what I loved about the teachers when we went to this model, they really supported each other because we've done Google Classroom and we've been online, but this was such a different kind of full-time thing. So they were all supporting each other. And the same thing with the girls. They reached out to each other. They really took care of each other. The sisterhood, which we always talk about, is very strong. And it was beautiful to watch it played out. When you hit a crisis, what do you need? You need your friends and you need your faith. And so we did an online Kairos, actually, for the seniors. And that was very beautiful. They got their letters and they got a little tea candle and some other things in an envelope. And throughout the night, they were able to open different envelopes for different reasons through the prayer service. So we got creative. It was really wonderful to watch how people stepped up to what they could do to make it a special event or time in their life.
Thank goodness for that virtual sisterhood.
Yes.
It's interesting. We've all learned just how much we're capable of doing. I mean, I'm interviewing you from my closet at home, and we're connected brilliantly through the internet. My fabulous producer and engineer back at the station. But, when you're dealing with what's the classroom sizes, and how many students go to St. Hubert's, that's a lot to maneuver.
Yeah, we have 500 girls at St. Hubert's. And actually, I was really impressed with my director of enrollment brought in like 22 girls while we were in shutdown for next year's class. I'm like, how are you enrolling girls right now? We can't even be in the building. But she did virtual online open houses, virtual webinars, fun coaches webinar where all the coaches got online and incoming class could ask the coaches and ask the teachers and ask the academics and activities. We have a full orchestra. We've got art, sewing, things like that. So we had all those teachers available for the girls, incoming students to talk to. And I think that because we did such a quick pivot and really a strong social media presence of showing what our students were capable of, I think a lot of people saw that and were attracted to that. So it was fun. Fact, the sewing teacher gave the girls the assignment making masks, and she actually taught them how to do it before we left because people had started getting sick. And they said, what could we do? And so the entire time they were shut down, all my sewing students were making masks. And in the first week, I didn't even know it, but here they were giving them to hospitals, and the news was calling me and saying, can we do a story on your students? And I'm like, sure, why? They said, well, they're making masks for all the first responders. I said, I didn't even know that. But that's what you don't know when you're not in the school, right? So it was really, like you said, a creative time, and it showed people's resilience. So we were blessed.
Indeed. And speaking of blessed, prayer services via Zoom. Tell me how that works.
Yeah. So every Friday morning we would get on. It would be a multiverse of teachers and students and faculty. Our ministry director is a woman, but then we had a priest in the building. So different people would come on and they would have prayer intentions, and we would do a little prayer service, prayer song, special prayer of the day kind of thing. And our ministry director, she's fantastic, and she would have the girls lead different prayers and pray with each other. And then she also did a Zoom Kairos experience so that the seniors who had missed going away to Kairos could at least have that experience while they were, in lockdown. And they really appreciated it because a lot of people did feel alone and isolated. So we did a lot of programs to bring everyone together because of the community it gave them.
Yeah, it's certainly emotional. I mean, even as a grown-up, and I use that word loosely, you know me pretty well. You do get these feelings of isolation, like I miss my workmates and, I get to see my family, but only minimally. I imagine, a senior in high school is, dealing with some emotions. So did counselors come into the picture?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have a very strong guidance department, and they did a lot of outreach, and they also connected strongly with the faculty to make sure when the faculty was Zooming with the classes every day, if they saw something, see something, report it kind of thing. So they would check in on the girls. They'd say, you know what, you might want to check in on Susie Hubert here. She was just kind of blue in today's class, that kind of thing. So we had adults watching out during the class, and they would connect with the guidance department. And some parents were very good about reaching out to us and saying, my daughter's having a problem with this or that. And then some of the girls themselves, of course, would reach out because they already knew the guidance department very well from being in the school. So it wasn't like they didn't really know these people. So, no, they did a great job of that, safety net, like here we're all flying high and trying to move a lot of moving parts in a very different way. And they put that, circus tent safety net underneath the girls to make sure that they were feeling safe and had some support there so that they didn't fall into the void.
It takes a village, and you guys are a fantastic group to be around. It's Lizanne Pando. Really, you are. St. Hubert's Catholic High School. I mean, I know from personal experience, having grown up in the Northeast and, playing at the playground right across the street from St. Hubert's, and from my sisters attending, they still stay in touch with their high school classmates.
Yeah, my alumni is so special. There's something very special about the sisterhood that goes through St. Hubert's. They really do take care of each other, and it shows, and you can feel it in the building. So many times when I bring someone into the building, we really just have lunch inside the cafeteria because they want to sit amongst the girls laughing and having a good time. It says a lot when your student body is just happy, not acting out, not needing to act out to get attention, just they're very content and happy to be at the school. And some fun facts about Russo Park, the one you're talking about across the street. City of Philadelphia is getting ready to redo that entire park into fields for St. Hubert to the tune of about $4 million. So we're going to get a whole new turf soccer field and lacrosse and field hockey, 2 softball fields, and 3 tennis courts that will be the home fields for St. Hubert. So we're like thrilled to death. We can't wait till the cranes come in and start pulling that apart. But yeah, we really love the Northeast, and it's been good to us. We're 79 years there now and over 30,000 alums. So we're very proud of that.
Well, let us know when the ribbon cutting is going to happen for across the street. I'd love to be there.
Yeah, it'll probably be about 2 years in full construction, but we're hoping that they get cranes in the ground by the end of the year. Now, of course, with all the new changes that COVID's bringing about, I don't know if that's going to delay it or not, but that's been the plan, is to maybe October, November when they start breaking ground across the street. We've been working on that for 3 years now.
Congratulations. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you know, and of course things are changing day by day, do you anticipate being back on school grounds come fall?
Yes, we will be back on the school ground. Not 100% sure what that's fully going to look like. We're in the planning stages. A lot of it will be, temperature taking and mask wearing and social distancing and, sterilizing, replacing a few water fountains with like water bottle fillers instead of water fountains. So there's a lot of precautions that need to get put into place to make sure that there's a safe plan. The Archdiocese will be a big part of how that gets laid out, and we're following the governor's guidelines and the city's guidelines very carefully. So, yeah, we're very hopeful that, and as of right now, we have plans that are getting put into place that will be including opening the doors in September.
Awesome. Well, I expect to be back in a real live studio in the fall. So
there you go.
Come on in and visit me. Come on in, and we can
bring the girls.
We can do this. Yeah, we can do this face to face. Yeah, bring a couple of the students because we'd love to get their perspective as well. Lizanne Pando, thank you so much, and have a great summer.
Marilyn. Really appreciate it. And you have a blessed summer, too. We really thank you for what you do for the women in the Philadelphia area. We're really proud of you.
Thank you.
Join us again next Sunday morning for more inspiring and empowering stories with Marilyn Russell's Remarkable Women. Sponsored by Acme, your favorite local supermarket.